Alright, so in today's video I am going to be transplanting some Red Osier Dogwood. This is my property right here. It's just skirting along the property lines here. On the other side it's the park, and I want to put some, I suppose I could split them up. I have two plants that I dug up, or two trees, and I'm hoping I could split them up, put one over here, one over there, and possibly, well, there's one right here that I transplanted last week, and it seems to be doing okay as far as leaves. Last night, or I transplanted it last week, and I only watered it last week Saturday, and I came down here on yesterday and with a half a 5-gallon bucket of water, and dumped some water on there. And last night we had some rain, so I'm hoping it takes. The reason why I'm doing this, I talked to the neighbors, the new neighbors that we have, and this past winter they saw a bunch of deer down here. My father-in-law, when he had this place, he said he had a couple deer up top, and I just want to make it a little haven for them, per se. And I don't know where to transplant them exactly. I should have did some research. I could cut this tree down right here for, I don't know how much sunlight they need, but once the sun comes over, it's 10 o'clock now, 10:30. By mid-afternoon, early afternoon, the sun should be shining into this opening right here. And last night, as you saw, I come walking down this path that I cut. I came down here with the lawnmower and cut a path, maybe 2 lawnmower widths wide. So I'm going to try to pick, or try to decide where I want to put the red dogwood. They call it deer candy. Just looking at this, I don't know if the deer have been through. I could look on the ground for tracks. I saw some tracks last week, but this might have been from, looks like they're nibbled on right here, but who knows. I'll probably put up a camera. I don't know where exactly. I don't want to put it where someone's going to see it from the park and take it. But so I'm going to get to digging, figure out where I want to transplant the trees at. I might do one here, or probably do one there, and do one right where I put everything. If you like this video, this type of content, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hype when you comment and stuff like that. So I'm going to get to digging and transplanting, because I got a lot of stuff to do today. Well, I picked a spot, and there's an overhanging branch. I don't know if you can see it right there. Right there. I grabbed this bunch right here, pulled on it, and it just snapped. So I come to realize that box elder is kind of a weak tree. I know they say it's a kind of a weed, but I found a spot, or chose a spot where to put it. I'm going to put one here. You can see my wood rack is right there, so I got perfect view of this spot down here. I think I might put another one right over there, because there's a trail that comes through here, a game trail of sorts, and I can faintly see one through the weeds now. But I'm going to put it along here, that way they can come along if they happen to come here, browse around and nibble on the dogwood and be on their merry way. I'm hoping I didn't ruin any kind of root. Well, I'm sure I did with digging them up, but I'm kind of hoping that whatever moisture they have, because when I dug them up, I added some water to the bucket along with some ground so that the roots wouldn't dry out. I remember planting spruce trees in grade school at our high school, and they told us make sure when you're planting not to let the roots dry out, because then the tree's gonna end up dying, and I don't want that to happen. Flies are out. All right, I got this one in. Time to go put another one behind the camera. I'm not sure. There's looks to be like a bunch of rocks in this spot right here. Yep. One thing I'd like to do is get rid of this branch. See how easy that is to break? I don't know if you saw it or not, but it doesn't take much. Maybe the deer will browse on that stuff too. So I'm going to try to find a spot. I'm going to try to keep these in line. Raspberries. I may be able to have a third one to transplant too, because that one that I just took out kind of split in half, and I'm kind of hoping that I'm able to find out and see. Yep. All right, now I'm going to go over there and plant one. Well, I really can't decide where to put the next one, but right where that bucket is sitting, I think I might go a little bit that way. Maybe put it in between the first one that I planted and the second one that I just did here. They're about 5 yards apart, so maybe I'll just go between the two of them. That way there's a kind of a distinct trail, like a zigzag pattern. Maybe next week I can get one more and plant it right along the edge of this path right here. So I'm gonna dig a hole right over here, right around there, and transplant it and use whatever water's left in that bucket to water everything. Like I said, we had rain last night, so I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. I'm going to get to digging. Well, I hope you liked this video of me transplanting these dogwoods. I'm thinking I'd like to get another one and put it right there in the path on this side, obviously where I'm pointing. Like I said, that way it's like a zigzag pattern. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd like to get a 5th one. That way I can just give the deer a little spot for seclusion. Granted, this is pretty secluded in here, but it's a pretty steep incline from down here to up by my property. And I know a lot of people have their own opinions about hunting and this and that and deer and all the other animals. I'm out here as a hunter. I'm not out here as a hunter. I'm out here as a conservationist. And what I'm doing is putting forward an effort for a habitat for deer to congregate to in the wintertime or in the fall or even summertime, just passing through. A lot of people don't understand that everything that we buy at a store, every hunting apparel, anything that deals with hunting, fishing, and trapping goes back to the outdoors, goes back to research, research for basically a lot of things, and the money to like transplant vegetation, transplant animals, and transplant, I don't know. There's a portion of the taxes that we pay on clothing, hunting supplies, goes towards this stuff behind me and behind you, the land. We're stewards of the land. And before I go off on a real tangent, this is what I like to do. I love hunting animals. I love creating a habitat for animals. If I had a bigger property, if I had 10 acres, I'd be managing that. I'd be in the woods every single day. Every day I get home from work, almost every waking moment, free moment that I could, to create a habitat for animals, because that's how much I love animals. And I love to hunt animals. That's what we're here to do. We're stewards of the land. So I'm hoping that you made it this far in this video to see my opinion on the whole situation. I hope you give me a thumbs up. I hope you subscribe. And when you comment, hit the hype also. And my question is for you: do you like to hunt? Do you like to do this kind of thing? Create a habitat. Most of you probably do like to hunt if you're watching this. So, all right, before I go on any further, what gets you outdoors and enjoy the little things?